Hello, this is Tom Prendergast. I am the founder of Market Hive, and there's always a backstory to everything that I do, and this as well. Now, why did I build this significant masterpiece of teaching you how to make free Bitcoin? Is because 4 months ago I got involved in mining with a company called BitClub, and I'm doing very well with that, but that it costs money. And it is in my heart to help those people who struggle more than anything else to be able to achieve significant financial wealth. There's great benefit in bringing that wealth to the rank and file of the world, the common guy and gal who struggle, the underemployed, the single mothers, the badly retired. We are faced with a awesome transfer of wealth right now that the world has never seen in its entire history. And if you embrace this and you're able to raise enough money to just to get into mining, for example, with BitClub, a $3,600 founder mining share, based on historical evidence, because they've been around now for going over 4 years, will produce for you in about 1,000 days 10 coins, Bitcoins. And because of the nature of what they do in regards to they compound their mining earnings, so not only are they paying you earnings, they're also buying more shares. So in that 1,000 days, instead of that share expiring, it expires, but you have three more shares on top of that that continue to grow because of the exponential nature of compounding. Therefore, they have created a money machine that continues to increase the amount of Bitcoin it pays you every month. So if I can help you, even if it takes you 6 months to raise $3,500 to get into a mining share, and in 2 or 3 years you're able to attain 5 to 10 coins, the projected value of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is the gold standard of cryptocurrency, it is going to get that big. So if I can help you attain 10 coins in 3 years, and those coins are worth 50, 100, $300,000, even if they're just worth $50,000, that's $500,000. But once you get your foot up and you get into this, you'll be able to buy more founding shares, and then you'll be able to start trading in coin, joining into ICO. You see what I'm saying here? So there is a prerequisite for you to be able to get into this amazing revolution, and I'm sure many of you have heard about it. That's why you're here. You don't know the first thing about it. You don't even know what blockchain is. How can you just make money out of thin air? Well, folks, you have to also understand that all money is basically based on out of thin air. Even gold, even though they say gold, they're not making any more of it. Well, they are. Anyway, we don't need to get into that. What I want you to know here is I'm going to show you the prerequisites. I'm going to take you through a couple of these things, why you need wallets, what wallets are, why you need to get on the exchanges, what exchanges are, and how they work. Getting your money into Bitcoin, how you go about buying Bitcoin. There's fast ways to do it that cost more, and then there's longer term ways to do it so you can buy Bitcoin and sell your Bitcoin. Now this is something I take for granted, but you need to know this. If you produce Bitcoin, there are ways, very easy ways to sell the Bitcoin for cash and put the cash in your bank. I mean, this is an assumption that I make, but a lot of people are like, "What, really?" I mean, I own Bitcoin, and every month I sell some of it in my Gemini exchange and take that cash and I wire it to my bank and I pay my bills. I pay my car loan, my rent, I buy my food, etc. So don't let that fact get by you. If you have an exchange, you can wire money into it. Let's say 2 years ago, well, a year ago. Let's say a year ago, you wired $100,000 in and you bought $100,000 worth of Bitcoin at $700. So $100,000, it could be your IRA, it could be a savings account, it could be a piece of property that you might have bought. So $10,000 divided by 700, that would have been 143 coins you could have bought a year ago. Okay? This is just, I want to illustrate this. So if you had So if you had 143 coins today, today 143 coins are selling for $10,600. You'd have $1.5 million today. It's not even gotten started yet. We're like at the very front of this gigantic tidal wave. We're not even in the wave. It's still in front of us. Because today's coin at $10,000, I can send you links and links of, Cliff High, John McAfee, Novogratz. I mean, the list is huge. They are all absolutely so confident they're putting hundreds of millions and billions of dollars into Bitcoin that at the end of this year it'll be at 100,000.
Bitcoin, I think we'll get to $1 million per Bitcoin. Right now it's 10,000. It'll go to 100,000, and then it'll be 200, 500,000, $500,000. That's gonna be a milestone, and then eventually it'll cross $1 million per Bitcoin.
That by 2020 it'll be over $1 million a coin. Well, what would that mean for you if I help you here, show you all the tricks that you need, wallets and exchanges and protection and browsers and timers, and then a place where you can go get free Bitcoin. Maybe all you're going to be able to do is produce $200 or $300 a month in Bitcoin. I mean, if you go absolutely crazy with this and do this like 16, 20 hours a day for 30 days, you'll make $10,000 worth of Bitcoin in a month. But what does that mean? That means then you've got yourself a toehold. Maybe you just want to play with it and you're afraid to use your real money. What you're going to develop here is confidence that when you see what's going on, this is an escape plan. If you are under retired, this is a reset button. You're in your 60s or 70s, you could do this for a couple years, and in 5 years from now, you could be worth several $1 million. If you're a millennial, you could do this for the next 3 or 4 years and never, ever have to have a job. You'll have enough money to build your own business, to build your empire. This could be the elimination of the debt culture in the middle class. To stop buying debt and get out of debt and start investing in assets. That's what this is all about. So I'm going to take you from zero to hero. This campaign is for those people who are dirt poor or so stingy and tight they don't want to spend their own money. Third world people that live in dirt poor conditions but have internet access. The homeless in America and Canada and other Western world governments. This program is for you. You don't pay me any money for this. But those of you who do this in 2 or 3 years, we're going to get together and you're going to say, you know what? I am now wealthy and I'm out of debt and I don't ever have to worry about money again. You're going to have other problems. So money will no longer be your problem. All right? So you ready? Take notes. This is a recording. I'm going to take you through some of these. Okay? First one, Jax. Jax is a download. Just download it. Once you've got it downloaded and you install it, I'm going to open it up and show it to you. It opens up your wallet. It's a web-based wallet. It runs off of your computer on your Macintosh or your Apple or your Windows. And it's a wallet, and it has quite a few. It's got Bitcoin, it's got Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash. You see them all up here. Dogecoin, Zcash. It's got them all. And this is a very secure wallet. And I do live webinars once a week on wallets, so you really understand wallets. I'm just showing you. Go set up your wallets. And then Zappo. Yeah, I think I've already got that open. Zappo is another wallet. And you have to log into this wallet. You have to download the app on your phone. And then once you got the app set up on your phone, you can log into it on the internet. This is a web-based app. And this is strictly for Bitcoin. Hey, and you can see I've been using this a little bit for, the faucets, and I drain it out of there. Right now I got a whopping 18 cents in there. But this stuff adds up. So I'm just teaching you need to have these wallets. This is an actual app wallet that goes on your iPhone or your Droid, but then you can once you've installed it, you can open it up on the internet. Then you got a web-based wallet with blockchain. Blockchain wallet gives you 3 coins: Bitcoin, Ether, and Bitcoin Cash. Now, you may have seen a screenshot of this from 3 or 4 months ago when I first started exploring faucets. And I was working at 15 to 20 hours a day for over 30 days. I've put over 500-600 hours into this project. I didn't expect it to take this long. I expected to get it done pretty fast. But there's literally tens of thousands of faucets out there. I had produced 1.1 Bitcoin doing it. Now I'm trying to hone this all the way, to hone this down to make it so you don't go crazy pulling your hair out trying to do this thing. But this is a blockchain wallet. It's a web-based wallet. This is a very good wallet. So you need to set these wallets up and understand how they work and play with them. I'm going to teach you that. So that's what these are. I highly recommend that you install all of these wallets, and you're going to definitely need the FaceHub and CoinPot wallet, because those are faucet wallets. What does that mean? Well, this is a CoinPot wallet, and so CoinPot has 7 faucets, and this is the most lucrative of all the faucets out there, is the CoinPot. And CoinPot does little micro mining on your computer and stuff, but this is their wallet. So all the money that you're making goes into this wallet. You can see that this has been working for me, and I'll show you how all of this works, how this produces money for you: mining earnings and faucet earnings. Okay. Then the other wallet is your Faucet Hub wallet, and this is another faucet wallet that your earnings go into, because there's no cost to do these. So you have to understand that your faucet wallets, CoinPot, Faucet Hub, then you have to send these, gather the money for you. You can see how this is gathering coins and stuff for me. And then from here, when they reach certain levels, you send them out. Okay, this gives you a complete report. Now, folks, I literally have bled out of the eyes going through over 10,000 faucets and finding the ones that have the least amount of difficulty and pay out the most amount of coin. Most of the faucets out there are so difficult and cryptic to do. Okay, so that's what this is all about. And exchanges. I show you, how to set up exchanges. That blockchain is an exchange. But go set up a Yobit and a Binance and get a Gemini account. Gemini account's the most important account you can get if you're in the United States, Canada, UK, Singapore, Hong Kong, South Korea, or Japan. There are other exchanges out there that do this, but what I like about Gemini is it is a U.S. bank. It's protected by the federal government. It's owned by the Winklevoss twins. Their encryption and cold storage of their coins is the highest security you can get. And the great thing about it is you can wire money into that bank from your bank account and convert it to Bitcoin, and you can send Bitcoin into that account and convert it into U.S. dollars. And so, let's say you did $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, you send it all into your Gemini account, sell it in there for the fiat dollars, and then wire that into your bank account and put $10,000 a month into your bank account. That is a reality. That is what is going on, and I want you to understand that. So I do trainings on this once a week on how to set up an exchange. How do you get your hands on Bitcoin? There's many ways of doing it. These are 3 options here. I'll be adding more options here as we go on those people who need. Let's say that you want to get into the mining with BitClub. All of you should. It's not a requirement. I'll teach you. You don't need to, but I'm just saying I'm going to use that as an example, and it's $3,600. Well, right now Bitcoin is $10,500. Okay, so we take that and we need 0.34 Bitcoin. Well, you're going to need 0.34 Bitcoin times 10%, because that's usually the premium that you pay. So you're going to need 0.37 Bitcoin times $10,500, where it's at right now. So you're going to be spending $3,885 to get into a mining share. Or you can earn this, or you can do a partial, however you want to do it. But I want you to know, if you're going to go from zero to hero, you're going to need all these accounts. Maybe maybe the first month you get $300 or $400, like, wow, man, and you're using it, and you're digging it, and you're getting it, and you're understanding it, and you realize that this is the greatest opportunity ever to happen in the history of mankind, ever. And so now you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go liquidate one of my holdings, or one of my stocks, or my IRA, or my life insurance policy, or I'm gonna go borrow against it, or I'm gonna go sell my guns, or I'm gonna go sell my extra car. Because that's what people are doing. I've done that. I've sold everything. I'm a minimalist now. I have absolutely no debts. I don't own any property or anything. Everything I have is into cryptocurrency. Because I see it. I've been doing this now for years. I wish I had bought Bitcoin 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when it was at $200, $100 a coin. I wish instead of buying $50,000 worth of gold and silver in 2008, I'd bought Bitcoin. Because at that time, Bitcoin was at $1. If I had 50,000 Bitcoin today, this is hindsight, but, don't blow it today. Then 10 years from now, looking back and saying, oh my gosh, but 50,000 Bitcoin today times 10,500, I think it probably blows up my calculator. Yeah. That's $525 million, $500 million. $500 million. This is the greatest opportunity ever to happen. So I'm constantly looking for ways for you to get into fast Bitcoin, whether it's a local ATM, a local merchant, using this PayPal system. I found another one. I haven't put it here in the list yet. So keep an eye on this list, because I keep adding to it. And then there's browser applications. Opera is really good, because you're going to have to understand you're going to need VPN. You don't want to use VPN doing faucets, but you do want VPN accessing and exchanging your money. And you're going to want VPN because there's some opportunities out there that are not country-based, which is the nature of blockchain. Real blockchains aren't a corporation or a LTD or a partnership registered or based in some country. Blockchains are part of a worldwide internet. The blockchain builds on top of the internet. The blockchain is going to make the internet 100,000 times greater than it is right now. If the advent of the internet on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 10, blockchain is 10,000. Understand that. So these things you're going to need. You're going to need Chrome. You're going to need an alternative Chrome, which is called Chrome Clone. You're going to need some of these timers. These are great timers to have. Cool Timer is the most. I would say that the Cool Timer is the one that you need more than anything else, because a lot of this, what I'm going to teach you here, is all about timing. Do this for 20 minutes, do this for 20 minutes, do this for 20 minutes. They're done, you come back and you start over again. So I have web browser timers, but my favorite timer is Cool Timer. And here's why. You're going to see it here pop up here in a second. That's Cool Timer. And you can make Cool Timer transparent by rolling your roller ball. You can set it up so that it sits on top of your applications all the time by going into its right here, going to its preferences. And its preferences, I have this set up to keep window on top of all the others. Okay, this I highly recommend, because once you start a process, you click the timer. I'm just going to, we're going to be using this timer in this video. Okay, so we're going to put that timer up here in our top window. You see I changed some of the configuration. So I'm going to make it transparent so I can see through it, but enough so I can see my timer. I just want to see that right there. How many minutes that I'm using it as we go forward. All right. VPN. Get one of these VPN accounts. You're going to want it for, let's say that down the road, 2 or 3 months, and you got the money, and you want to enter into an ICO. No, BitIndia is a wallet exchange community built for India. It was an ICO partnered and launched with John McAfee. It's already increased in its coin value by almost 100%. It's slated to go up 10,000 to 100,000%. So if you put $1 into it, in about a year to 2 years, it'll be worth $100,000. That dollar. But you could not join that from the United States because they blocked the United States because they don't like United States regulations. So China and the United States are the most blocked countries for a lot of these things because of their anti-Bitcoin stance. Hopefully, those policies will change. But in the meantime, you need to have the anonymity of a VPN, and you need to have like multiple VPNs. I have this ExpressVPN set up on my computers and my phones, and I have NordVPN. I have a dedicated IP address with that set up in my router. And then I use Opera, which has a built-in VPN on top of that. So I have a core VPN IP address that I control. So my ISP, the government, Google, Facebook, all of those, they cannot track me because I'm protected. A VPN is like a firewall for your browsing and being outside of your house. Okay, I do a weekly a training on that, a webinar on that as well. Folder lock, highly recommended. In folder lock, you may have a file like this. You're going to see me access this file many times because in here I have the actual website, the link to the website, my email to the website, and my passcodes, my usernames, and all that. So I have that in a file because I have a lot. There's about 300 accounts here that you're going to need to set up, and I'll show you how to set those up. I'll have trainings on that, webinars on that once a week as well, setting up a faucet account, how to keep track of it. And so I have it on this document, but this document is password protected. It's password protected by folder lock. And I keep it on a removable USB drive, thumbnail drive. And it's important that you understand all these things because this is the core of your success in this industry. Not just faucets, but mining, trading, buy coin, sell this coin for that coin, go buy some of these new coins, investing in ICOs. And once you understand how all that's done, you're going to be able to produce from practically nothing a portfolio of hundreds of millions of dollars. You, lower class, middle class, struggling, broke, single mom, single dad, underemployed, undereducated, under-retired, all of you. Homeless, third world countries, this applies to all of you. Understand this part here, and you're armed to become wealthy. Okay? So let's move on to the first faucet system. All right, so this is phase one. So we're going to turn the timer on, and we're going to roll down here to phase one. This is the most lucrative and effective faucets. And you'll see I have a timer here. These faucets, you can only do them every 60 minutes. And then down here it's 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, etc. Then you go on to phase two, then on to phase three, as you will see. So here we start with phase one. Here we go. Now, I'm not going to do a lot of talking, but I will give a little clarification each time. So this is freebitcoin.in. This is very lucrative, and you need to always do these stupid CAPTCHA things, and they can become quite annoying. And then sometimes they don't require going through this selection thing at all. Sometimes you have to do it 4 or 5 times. Sometimes you don't have to do it at all. All right. So there you see that I just got a small micropayment. And so I close this window and I go to the next one. See, now it's turned red. It'll stay red until 1 hour has passed. This is a really nice semi-automatic management system for doing this. Storefronts are the most difficult to recognize. At least it's only making me do one so far, instead of 3 or 4 of the... Here we go. Once you get started with this, you're going to have to go to each one of these accounts and set the account up. Before you do that, make sure you have all your wallets. Most of these do Bitcoin. Some of them do Ethereum. Some of them do Litecoin. Some of them do Dogcoin. Some of them do Potcoin. Some of them do Blackcoin. Most of them are just Bitcoin. So you need to set up your Faucet Hub account, and you need to set up your CoinPod account. And I will show that once a week in our weekly webinars. Just letting you know, all what I'm doing here is my accounts have all been set up, and I'm logged into almost all of them. All right, so we'll carry back on. Okay, that one's done. And they just get a little bit more difficult as we go down the line. So I've made the most easiest ones. Now this one requires this Apple wallet because it pays to this Apple wallet. So you have to log into it with your email address. Click enter. The email address that you have set up with your Apple wallet. I use the caps when I do this just because sometimes it refuses it if it's lowercase. Okay, 30 Satoshis added to my balance. Now I can't pull this balance out until I reach a certain level. I can't cash out. I'll click on cash out here, see. I don't have enough to cash out yet. My address is already in memory here. That's my Litecoin address. If I needed my Litecoin address, I didn't have it. That's why I have that little cheat sheet. So I copied the domain. I open up my little password sheet, like I showed you. Do a find for that website. There it is. Yeah, I can pull on my whatever it is I need. Here I need a wallet address, so you can see that that's LTQDC7. See, it's the same right there. So that's good. I also know that when you click on things, it pops under Windows up. All right, so we come down here and type in. See, it's going to pop it up. Don't close things until after it's sort of done its thing. This particular thing popped up a big, complete pop under. So now I go to it again. This is the nature of faucets. Now, just so you know, when I get all this done, I'm not going to be doing faucets. I am doing this for you. So Ronaldo, Trump, Donald, Sylvester. So Cristiano Ronaldo Cristiano, I guess. Okay, so the second one's Trump, so you know that's Donald. The third one's Stallone, so that's Sylvester. I guess they want to make it hard on people who are not quite sure what they are. Anyway, that's part of their verification process. And we see that we received 310 Satoshis. It was sent to my Faucet Hub account. So let's go look at my Faucet Hub account. Hit refresh. And you'll see that there's my payments just recently. Just happened. Right there. Okay, so it's adding up. All right, just so you see that. All right, so we're going to close out that window and close out that window and go to the next one. No, we don't want that one. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong link. We want Potcoin Faucet. That's what we want. Okay, it was another success. It was added to my account balance. This particular system, I can't pull my money out of it, my Bitcoin, until I reach a certain level. Okay. Now this is Monero. I know that it's going to require my address, so I'm going to copy it right now in anticipation. Go find it. Monero is a long address. If you're going to do Monero, let's see. It's that stupid popping up. You click into the window and it pops up. All right, so I need to put in my Monero address. So I paste it, and I click on an auto robot and probably go through this process over and over again. Bicycles. Continue. I know my Bitcoin address. I know it. I know 147L for NDK is my Bitcoin. So it's already in memory. So all I have to do is come down here and click next. And then I need to do the solve media. And then I've got to do another media solving here, the anti-bot links. 9 minus 1 is 8. 5 plus 4 is 9. And 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay. 8 Satoshi sent to Faucet Hub. We can go look at the Faucet Hub and I'll show you. It's gathered there. That's why you need a Faucet Hub account. And you'll see with the CoinPot account. Right? There it is. Just now. Okay. Making sense? Are you getting the gist of this now? All right, we're taking a little longer than we normally would because I'm explaining things to you. Normally I can get through this in about 15 minutes to 20 minutes. 20 minutes if a lot of the websites are running slower than normal. 15 minutes if they're all running quite quickly. This one makes me about 50 Bitcoin every time I process, and you can only do it once an hour, I think. Yeah, okay, so that's closed. So we look here. Yeah, yep, that's the last one of the 60 minutes, the Bitcoin faucet. All right, so now we're moving into our 30-minute. We can do these every 30 minutes. This looks the same as the one before, and it is. The one on the left, the Bitcoin faucet, you can only do once an hour. The one on the right, the Ethereum faucet, you can do once every 30 minutes. So now we do the one on the right instead of the one on the left. Make sense? So I'm doing them both at the same time. I've split them up so that it's easier to understand. We're going to roll the dice. We're not going to do high-low or raffle. Just roll the dice. Roll the dice. It just gives you free Bitcoin. There it is. Close the window. On to the next one. That's successful claim. You see, we don't have that much more to go. Nice big fat 52. These are ads. You can look at those like with a very leery eye. Anything that says, yeah, give us a Bitcoin and then we'll give it back to you and more. 99.9% of them are scams. Avoid them. Do not give your coin out. You want to make coin. You don't want to give a coin away. I've learned the hard way. Just to do that, claim reward. Okay, there we go. So we just keep moving on to the next one. After you've been doing this as often as I've been doing it, it starts to make sense. I mean, you start to understand the nuances of each system because there's no consistency. Each one does something different. Each one has different hoops for you to jump through. Some of them are very simple. Just do this and you can claim your reward. Some of them you claim the reward and you got to go do something else. This one here, we're done. Okay, in Bitcoin, 143 pays out pretty well. Bitcoin Faucet has a ready to claim button. You click on it, you get the blank window, you get the under window. You don't know what you're going to get, so you close that, you come back here, and now you have the big apple. You click on it, it changes again. You get that blank window, that under window. Gotta close it, come back in, click it again. That's what they do to raise their revenue by exposing you to their ads and refreshing pages and stuff. And so they're paying you a portion of what they're making doing this. What's to prevent you from doing it? Nothing. You can go build your own faucet system. This one, you log in and it tells you that it failed. So you log in again and it tells you that you failed. Well, this one doesn't tell you that you failed, but it's like, I logged in. Okay, continue. And there we go. I guess apparently they fixed the problem that they were having earlier. All right, so we've got the solve CAPTCHA and click anti-bot links. So you got to click GMC, Mercedes-Benz, Dodge, and Lotus. Then we have to slide the little validate CAPTCHA over, and now we can click verify. And now it's going to make us do something else. Now we have to sit here for 10 seconds waiting for a redirect. So just wait and be patient. Okay, continue to destination page. So I got 777 or 7,776,944 Dogatoshis. Okay, so that one's good. Close that. Go to the next one. All right, so this is going to be another one of those. Click, pop over, pop under, all that. I know that from doing this. I'm going to click on enter my black address. It's going to pop up this window, pop up that window. Now I'm back here. Click in there. Now I can click in there. Now I got to go get the address because it doesn't remember it. And I already copied the domain, so I click on find. And there it is. That's my black coin address. Paste it. Continue. This pays out really good. Solve the CAPTCHA. Slide. Click verify CAPTCHA. Okay, we got to click the anti-bot link. So the first one's 8. Hope you know your Roman numerals. 1, 5, and 3. Click on that. It's going to pop up these windows. Okay, so now here we go, another window. Cupid's arrow. Click here to continue. Link is almost ready. You see what I'm talking about? The number of steps and difficulty on the list that I made for you, they get worse or more difficult as you go down. I mean, literally, there are some, I won't even put them in here. They pay you 1 Satoshi after you spent 2 minutes jumping through all their hoops. I'm like, see ya. Hey, see, there's it again. There's another pop under window. I got to close it. And then this is an about window that popped up that other window. I got to close that. And I can see that I was sent 375,802 black Toshis to my Faucet Hub account. All right, so I close that. Go to my next one, Crypto Fund. Pretty sure Crypto Fund requires login. So I'm going to copy the link. Enter your Dodge. Yep, I need my Dodge account. My Dodge address. So I paste it in there. I do a find. There it is. There's my Dodge address. If it says EG, it's not remembering it. Oh, there it goes. Pops up another blank window. Close the back window. Close the about window. Go back to login. Click in here. See what I'm talking about? These can be very menial and very cumbersome and very frustrating. But you want to start someplace, you start someplace like this. Okay, 10 minus 3 is 7. And then I got to do the solve media, Charlie Horse. Claim now. All right, I won 10,000 Satoshis. Okay, I close. This is where the core money is being made in the 7 faucets from CoinPot. This is a coinpot.co faucet. Okay, so I'm already logged into it. So I got to do the I'm a robot. This has a tendency to do that frustrating reset thing. So I go through the whole process here, verify, claim now, and yep, there it goes. It's all right. This time it took. Okay, so that's good. Close that. Go to my next one. You can see these are the blues. That's the big money makers there. If you just do those, according to the blog that I wrote from my research, that could make you up to $2 million a year. All right, so here we go. This could do that reset thing too. The coin pots have that potential of doing that reset. Okay, so we go to verify, hit the claim. Yep, see, that did a reset. It pops up this under window, it does a reset, you got to do it over again. That's just the way it is. Now it'll work. It's weird. There we go. Now we got a claim. If you do this every day, this loyalty bonus goes all the way up to 100%, doubling everything that you do. Referral bonuses, the more people that you have sign up through your referral account, the more bonuses you get. If you can get 500 people to do the same amount of work you're doing every day for a year, based on the projections of the Bitcoin, you could wind up with $2 million. Could. probably virtually impossible for you to get 500 people to do it to the level I'm doing it at. But if you did, that's a potential that you can make. The real reason for this is to get you immersed into this industry, to understand Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum, wallets, exchanges, and stuff, so you really have an understanding of this entire industry. So you're confident that it is the real deal. So in that confidence, you'll start making confident decisions instead of listening to the fear mongers. Oh, see, that one worked. So we got my claim amount 1,500. I got 12% bonus there, 3% referral bonus there, and a 1% mystery bonus. Who knows what that is? Okay. But if you listen to the mainstream media, they'll always tell you that it's going to go to zero. They said that about Amazon when Amazon first came out, not to invest in it. They said it about Google. So whatever the mainstream media and conventional wisdom says, do the opposite. You wind up becoming very wealthy. All right, so there's cars. I'm just jabbering on while I do this. Okay, we do the claim. We got reset. We do the claim again. I'm sure after you've done this for a couple of weeks, you'll kind of like settle in on your way of your routine. It'll be your way you do it instead of my way. That's okay. I just want to get you started. I want you to be aware of what's going on. I want you to be smart, educated on this industry, because never before has anything like this happened, and never again will this happen. This is one of those times in life where you're being given a second chance to retire wealthy. Grab it and don't let go. Either buy coins and hold on to them, or earn coins, or mine coins. But build as big a mine, as big a coin portfolio as you possibly can in the next 2 or 3 years. And I'll see you at the beach, Grand Caymans. All right, that one's now completed. So we're down to. You see all of our reds? Isn't that kind of nice to keep track of that, so you don't lose track of what you're doing? Okay, claim now. This one I think throws a video in there and starts slowing it down. Bridges. There's always 3 of stuff. Remember that. It's usually 3. And we do the submit, and it's going to do the reset. We're going to do it over again. Storefronts. I hate storefronts. You really have to look. Yeah, what they're trying to do is to eliminate artificial intelligence. But sometimes they challenge our intelligence doing it. All right, 4 more to go. Okay, this one also resets from my experience. Okay. When it says skip, don't click the skip. Just click one of the squares that does that to fool the robots. Now watch, it's going to reset. There we go. It didn't reset. Praise the Lord. You'll get the hang of it. Each system that we do is a little bit different. All right, this one requires I go get my address. I'm sure it's it's the default address, but it doesn't remember it. A lot of systems, once you put it in there, it cache remembers. So we got to go find this one. And the way we do that is, like I told you, in my cheat pad. There's my link. It's the 147LND. Paste it in there. I'm not a robot. Here we go again. Storefront. That looks like one. That looks like one. I guess that's one. Enter. Success. So now I get to do it over again. I'm not a robot. Uppercase, always do it in caps. There we go. Another successful claim. All right, 2 more to go. I gotta go get the address for that. Trying to avoid that pop-up. Well, I didn't succeed. Do Did it anyway. There we go. Paste it in there. Hit the enter key. Okay, so we come down here and 7 plus 1. There we go. We get the pop-up again. 10 minus 4 is 6. Partly cloudy. Claim. All right, yuppie. 6 Satoshis. 1 Satoshi is 100 million. It's what, 10 million? 1/10 million or something like that. Our last one. All right, log in. My username. It always gets my username messed up. It's supposed to be my email, so I type in the first letter of my email, and then it remembers it for some reason. I don't know. Don't ask me to explain it. And there we go again. Another one of those pop-up windows. I just love them. I am CAPTCHA. I'm changing it to reCAPTCHA. Usually goes faster, gives you greater credibility in the actual CAPTCHA system. If you do this enough every day, then it stops doing it. There we go. 4 Bitcoin for all that work. All right, so we have finished phase 1. Okay, so now we're going to move on to phase 2. Okay, this is phase 2. It's the CoinPot Win system, not the CoinPot.co. 2 totally different systems, very similar, but they're not related. All right, this one all works internally, as you'll see. We're going to go log into it, and this system can run pretty slow. Sometimes it runs fast. Sometimes it runs slow. We'll see how fast it goes. I can usually, if it's running good, I can usually get this done within a matter of 15 minutes. Because we're going to claim and we're going to withdraw. All right, so you start by clicking faucets, and this one's really notorious for pop-up windows and stuff. All right, so we're waiting. You can see right here, waiting. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one, Bitcore. And they don't all withdraw when you go to withdraw. Sometimes they fail, just like the last time I withdrew. All of them work except for Bitcoin. But they do withdraw, so don't worry about it. It's just a matter of them updating and uploading and downloading their coins into their wallets for you to be able to claim from. All right, so we click on that, and now we get this little thing here. When we go to close it, it pops up a big giant window. Hard CAPTCHA is hard. Some of them make it so hard, they're not on this list. I'm telling you right now. All right, so it looks like CoinPot's running a little slow. So when you click on the link, don't click it twice. Then it'll consider it a failed attempt of the CAPTCHA. Click it once and just know what you're looking at down here in the corner where it tells you it's operating. And up in the tab, it shows you a little circle doing its thing. So it's doing its thing. There we go. All right, so it's done that. So all we do is we come right back over here and we click on faucets. Oh, I can't click on faucets because that timer's in front of it. We'll click here. That faucet works as well. And of course, it's going to pop up a window, stupid window. And now there we are. Now we have, I'm going to have to close that one. That's going to do that big white over. All right, so we go to the next one. You can see you got a timer here. We go to the next one, Potcoin. Timer. We have to sit here and watch the timer. Now I could close this and go through that whole thing, but it's still counting. So I close that. Got to close the big one. Come back. It's still counting. Okay, and it's going to bring up a CAPTCHA. I'm sorry, Dave. Claim the faucet. Okay, now it's thinking. It's waiting. You can see down here. All right, so it's done. So we go to the next faucet. Now we see the next one. Those two are counting, so we go to the next one, Bitcoin 3, and that pops up a window. And it's probably a back window. Yep, there it is. And so we go to click it again. Now it's going to bring up my timer. Rinky dink. All right, there we go. And now we got that little overlay. Click a nuisance. Click on faucets. On to the next one. Hoagie roll. Hogggie. I think that's what it is. We'll see. All right, next faucet. Click on that faucet link. It's easy to keep track of, other than those annoying little things. Ready to claim. Just go to the next one in line. Ready to claim. Just make sure you don't double click on that CAPTCHA, because that causes confusion. Just click it once, and even if you don't think you clicked it, look down in the left-hand corner. You know, down here. It'll show you if it's processing. All right, so 1, 2, 3. And continue. I've clicked it. Now you see down that left-hand corner, waiting for coin pot. See it down there? I can't mouse over it or you don't see it. All right. There it is, waiting for coin pot. And then you'll also know when your tabs will be doing this little circular thing. All right, next. Oh, we got to go deal with the mouse overs and the banner overs and the pop overs. All right, on to the next one. Click faucet. And our next one is Dash Coin. Pop up a window. And it's working. Okay. Here we go again. One click. Oh, there we are. It's done. On to the next one. Of course, close that window. And we go to Black Coin. Nth column. I think that's what it is. Nth column. Is that right? Well, we'll know. Yeah, wrong. So, with the faucets, start over again. I'm pretty sure that's right. Here we go again. Peer coin. Okay, next. We're getting there. Now, remember, you don't have to claim and transfer the funds out in one session. If the system's running fast, then I recommend that you do. Okay, 3 more to go. One click, remember, that one click. And then over down in the left-hand corner, you can see that it's processing, waiting for coin pot. Double touch. You can see they've now lightened up a little bit, and then it'll be easier to to see. Some of these things, it's so difficult. I couldn't even tell you what the letters are. So it looks like it's now coming back to being a little more conducive to being able to read it. We don't want robots reading it, but when they make it so difficult, humans can't read it either. They defeat their purpose. Watch for typos. One click. I think we're done. Any more to do? Okay, so they're all completed. And let's just go ahead and do the wallets. You notice I clicked over there, wallets. Then over here I click on withdraw. Well, let's click on wallets for a second. First of all, you need to put your website address, or your not website, your coin address in the system, and then update it. And every one of these addresses here should be reflected in your Faucet Hub. So you go to your Faucet Hub and make sure that your Faucet Hub is completely set up for your wallet addresses. So you click on wallet address, you set this up, and you go in here and you put in your address, and you select the currency it represents. And they pop up windows too. And you select the currency that it represents. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. So they're all here. That's over there. And as you can see, I've got it all set up. When I first set it up, I set it up with an old address. I put in the new address, and I just left the old one just in case. And then my Ethereum, same thing, 2 different addresses because I was first starting out figuring out my Litecoin, Dogcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcore, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcore, Blackcoin, Dash, Purecoin, Primecoin, Potcoin addresses. And that's why I had to set up all those exchanges and wallets, because not one exchange or one wallet has all these addresses. Okay, makes sense? I hope so. All right, so back to our wallets. So you got to set up all your wallets before you can get paid. So we'll have, on a weekly basis, doing that. All right, so we go to withdraw, and so we're going to go click withdraw. It's a little easier than the claiming. Is it hot in here? There we go. Done. That one worked. Look at all the banner clutter. All right, so we go to withdraw. We go to the next one. So we know that our second one's done. We'll know because it'll be 0. Okay, see, that's 0, so that makes it easier. So we go to Bit3. I think Bit3 has a wallet issue, and you just the balance is too low for me to send it over to my Ethereum wallet, because I've just done this. And we go through this again the second time, I'll be able to withdraw that. So go to Bitcoin. Last 2 times I've had issues with this sending that money. We'll see what it does this time. It does eventually send it. That's why I recommend that you at least withdraw your money out of this. If you're doing this aggressively, at least once a day. Yeah, see, something is wrong. The faucet has insufficient funds. Saber tooth. There we go. See, that one worked. All right, go to the next one. And we go to Dash Coin. Another success. Click withdraw. Black coin. Good morning. Okay, another success. Withdraw. Go to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. Withdraw. 4 more to go. Like I tell everybody, faucets is a way to make coin without you having to put money into it, but it is tedious and it is meager. Once I've got this completely polished, I'm assigning my daughter and my wife on this to do this for 10 hours a day for 30 days so we can have a really good verified result on what the results were on that. Okay, that one's succeeded. Go to the next link. Click on withdraw. I like that green. Yay! I made some more money. I made 7 cents. Yippee! I know it sounds silly, but it adds up. You can become quite wealthy if you do this right and you leverage it. Car. Fix it. Oh, captcha was wrong. All right. Oh, hit the wrong link. Go to wallet. Go to withdraw. Go to Litecoin. Make it so. I think we're down to 2 more. Okay, 2 more. Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. Oh, that faucet has insufficient funds. Okay, so we have completed our round with CoinPot. I mean, we weren't able to pull from Bitcore, B3, because it's not enough, because they usually send it to Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash. All right, so we close that, and we go on to phase 3. This is phase 3 right here. All right, so here we go with phase 3, and it used to kind of be like the leftovers, but now it's kind of a hybrid of many of the faucets that were in phase 1. But I've topped it off with some other faucets in here that are not in phase 1 because phase 1 had the 1 hours in it, and we haven't reached 1 hour yet. So this starts with the 20 minutes. And so what I want to do here is time ourselves so that we are just doing this for about 20 minutes. If you did all of them that are in here, you're going to go beyond 20 minutes. But we want to finish this up and get on with getting back to phase 1 and just rolling it back and forth. You'll get it here. So here we go again with more of the menial labor, whatever you want to call this. Like we have been doing. Since this one already had my hash address in it, it's going to ask me if I can do the computer thing. Yes, it's just going to do some light mining on their behalf that allows them to make it, some extra nickels and pennies so they can pay me my nickels and pennies. So here we go with I'm not a robot. Running a little slow. Street signs. Obviously, that's not in the United States. Well, you may not be in the United States either. Okay, claim the reward. Maybe more. There's a total of about 320 faucets throughout the entire system. If you find one having difficulty connecting, then just go to the next one in the list and come back to it once it's connected. Yeah, sometimes they're down. I don't know why. Sometimes they work really well. Sometimes they work slow. It's the nature of the beast. They're all on different servers. They all run by different people. Like this one here. The last couple of days it's been acting up, but now it seems to be working just fine. Okay, so we got to do the little anti-bot links. Plum, Aqua, Tan. So we know Plum is here. Plum. aqua, tan, and gray. Then we got to slide the little validation captcha. And now we can go on to the next step. These secondary sites change from time to time. This is what makes them their money. All right, so swirling vortex of entropy. I don't know where they come up with these things. They're pretty cool. You're a swirling vortex of entropy. Okay, now we got the little timer. Okay, please wait. The please wait should now turn into a click here to continue. Do we get to finally get our reward, or are we going to have to go? Oh, we got our reward: 780,000 or 7,800,000 dog toshis. That's pretty nice. Okay, black address. All right, so this is for fade to black dot space. I'm gonna go check my little cheat sheet database and to get my black coin address, wallet address. There it is. Copy that, come back in, stick it there. It always pops up a window, and you gotta kind of let the window do its thing, because sometimes if you close it too early, it shuts down the actual website you want to be on, which I think I just did. No, there, we don't want that one. We want to be here. There we go. Now I can click in there and we can move on. Okay, continue. Solve CAPTCHA to continue. So we got to watch to see where's our CAPTCHA. It's running a little slow. There it is. Slide to validate. There we go. Then you got to wait for it to say thanks. Then you can verify the CAPTCHA. Okay, we got to do our anti-bot. 6 1 8 2. Please wait 5 seconds. Claim. Still got to do some waiting around. Do another CAPTCHA box. Of course, when I click into it, I get a whole bunch of pop-ups. Okay, here we go. Mind the gap. Get link. Okay, that one's sent. I need my dog account, my dog coin wallet. So I have to go search my database. There it is. Copy that. Put it in there. Paste it. Loading the page. Get to log in again. Enter. Now this time it should work. Okay, onto the coin pot faucet, the first one, bonus Bitcoin. These are the ones that we want to make sure that we do consistently every day. I'm going to do them about 40 times a day, actually, but not one app, not every 5 minutes. There we go. A success. Close that window. Go to the next one. Log in. I think this one has all my information in memory. Okay. So are those letters? Okay, I think I see it. UU DD LR LR BA. I bet you this is wrong. It was right. All right, this particular one, then you got to go over here to start earning, and you're going to do these three here. We're going to start Bitcoin faucet. Should have it in its memory because we had to log into it. Of course, now it's going to do this annoying pop-ups. Okay, so then we're going to do it again. Good for nothing. I just do same tab. It's going to take me to some remote random website, and I'm going to have to do my verification there. This is how they get paid by sending traffic and stuff. Click here to continue. Okay, we're done with the Bitcoin. Now we do the dog coin. If we can stomach all the pop-up windows. Charlie bit me. Okay, stay in same tab. It's just about as much fun as watching paint dry. You know, see, this thing won't start forwarding until you click, and when you click, pops up a window, and then pops up a back window, and then pops up a front window again, and if you try to beat it at the pass, it closes the initial window. Now the little timer is running. These are the nuances that you learn doing this. But it's what we have to do to earn our little breadcrumbs. Now these truly are breadcrumbs. Okay, so that was Litecoin, and that's the three faucets here. All right, we close that. Bicycles, bicycles, bicycles. Verify. Success claim. Okay, so we've got to go get our Bitcoin wallet address. Where's the... Oh, there it is. We put the buttons in the most secure places, too. Okay, now we on to the next series of frustrations for our meager returns. People, P-E-O-P-L-E, like me? Like me? Kind of guessing at that one. I don't know how you get like out of that. The K-E. I don't know. Is that an L? L? I guess that's an I. Looks like a V. Alright, well, who am I? 6 times 5 is 30. And prove you are human. Claim now. Oh, it worked. Alright, on to the next one. I'm looking to go to the really good batches here, which is one more to go. We definitely have to do the coin pots. Alright, so I gotta go get the wallet address for this too, because it's not, because it's showing EG. I know that's not my address. Put the click in the fields we have to publish into. Paste into. Okay, there we go. Play. Oh, that was a cute little sound. There is only Zul. That makes no sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to you. I figured out what chocolate babka was. DGK PBI. I know this is just a recording and I'm talking away, but I really am talking to you. All right. Now we get into the fun ones. Yeah, the coin pots.
It's time to unswaddle and set your baby free with our moving baby system. Huggies.
Okay, so this wraps it up. What I'm showing you here is the blockchain which I sent all this money to. In the last 30 days of just doing this process, I haven't done this like full time, just partially. I've accrued $351. Now, keep in mind that when I did this for like 15 to 20 hours a day for 30 days straight, I was actually able to accrue over 1 Bitcoin. So this is kind of in my part time. You can see the payments here. They're not big payments: $48, $297, $363. Like I said, in the last 15 days, I wasn't even expecting this to show up, but I just want you to see that there is results to this. And if you can, and now that I've got this really nicely organized, I know that even if it just makes you $300 or $400, if you do the math on $300 or $400 on where Bitcoin's going to be in a year from now, so let's do the math. Right now, Bitcoin's at $11,000. So we take $11,000 and let's see, we have 351 divided by 11,000. 0.03 Bitcoin. And so 0.03 Bitcoin times $11,000 should give us that number. Yeah, 330. So 0.03 Bitcoin times $100,000, which it's going to be by the end of this year, then I have actually produced $3,000. So if I stay focused on just this, is probably 3-4 hours a day, 5 hours a day doing this, getting this recording done for you. This is not what I'd call the verified results. Now that I got this system done, I'm handing it over to two very capable people who will take shifts to do it for like 20 hours a day for 30 days, so we get a real verified number on what you can make with this. But I'm telling you right now, if this is your only avenue for being able to make money, then this is a very good avenue. If you could go out and get a job making more than what this will do for you and taking that money and putting it into Bitcoin, investing it in mining, that's even smarter to do. Or if you're really savvy and you love to take risks, get involved in lending coin operations. Well, lending coin operations are Ponzi schemes. And so if you're going to get involved with those, be aware that you need to get in with a minimum amount of money, or money that you can risk and lose, and get your principal back out, and then take a percentage of your interest out of it on a daily basis, because at any given time, that stuff just goes away. Case in point, I don't know how many people have heard of Gladio Coin, or Jet Coin, or Laser Online, or the granddaddy of them all, BitConnect. USI Tech is another one, and the Trade Coin Club is another one. These are lending coin systems, so be aware of that. The most stable way to produce this wealth is mining, working, taking a percentage of your income, and just buying Bitcoin. Another case in point, a couple years ago, I was talking to an ex-friend of mine. He got a little pissed off after I pointed this out to him. But he has $100,000 in an IRA. And if 2 years ago he had bought Bitcoin, was at $300, well, $100,000 divided by $300 would have been 333 coins. Today, 333 coins times $11,000, he would have 3,666,000. In his IRA account today, it's probably 120,000. This upset him. He thought I was being a jerk that I even told him that. Let's use another case in point. Let's say 4 years ago you bought a house for $100,000 and it was appreciated 14%. That's fair enough, right? 14%. Let's just say 14% per year. So $100,000 times 14% times 14%. Wait a minute. Let's do that over again. $100,000 times 1.14 once, 0.14 twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. That $100,000 home would now be a $192,000 home. That's not bad. It's better than putting it in the bank. But if you had taken that $100,000 and put it into Bitcoin 5 years ago, and Bitcoin was at $50 divided by 50, you would have had 2,000 coins today times $11,000. You'd have $22 million. See my point? And it's not letting up anytime soon. There are many reasons for this. I explain a lot of it in this video. Come to our live meetings. I just want you to be educated so you don't blow this opportunity. That's it. I'm not trying to... You don't have to give me any money. I mean, I can show you where you can go make money. I'm doing it. I'm making money. I've been living off of Bitcoin now for 2 years. So I'll show you how to do this. And I will educate you so you can look at the opportunities out there. The ICOs. The mining the opportunities. The lending coin Ponzi risky business, day trading, just buying and hoarding. There's all kinds of ways. But the point is, there's a lot of money to be made. And I don't want you to miss the boat. Because I love you. I really do. Thank you.